officially in day 29 of our quarantine. Almost an entire month. I am headed out for some essentials. Apparently, dogs eat just as much as people do during this quarantine. I think they're just eating because they're bored. Not really. 2 bags just didn't quite make it all the way. But it's been an interesting journey thus far. I think that we still have a few more weeks to go, but we'll see how that all pans out. I'm trying to be safe. I've got my mask, got some gloves, some eye protection. People don't think about that. Walk around and somebody sneezes, coughs, or has a tendency to spit when they talk. They're not wearing a mask, and all of a sudden it gets in your eyes, and boom, you're sick. Not really worried about it. I'm not scared. I know to take necessary precautions, but I'm not going overboard. We are staying safe at home, trying to keep busy. But I think that this pandemic has given a lot of people an opportunity to think about how prepared they actually are for things to go wrong in this world, and how fragile this world is. I mean, it wasn't even a month ago we were all business as usual, wondering what in the world was going on over there in China and Europe. I've seen jokes made and memes about, hey, if this is how we handle a virus, a little pandemic, we're in a world of hurt when the zombie apocalypse comes. It's all fun and jokes, and it's fun to laugh about stuff like that and joke, but in all reality, it does shed some light on the effectiveness and the preparedness of the American people. Not just in supplies and toilet paper, hand sanitizer, but in their ability to maintain their own sanity, maintain their own well-being at home. I think that our culture has taught us to be so active and do so many things that when people are required to be at home with their families, they start to go stir crazy. I mean, it was all fun and games for about 3 days, and by the end of the week people are going nuts. The second week they just started going back out. A first sunny day, and everybody and their mother was out trying to get something done. Which, I mean, I understand that. But it also goes to show us that people can't be still. People can't just enjoy their family. They have a hard time finding activity to do around the house. Now, my family has been blessed with plenty of practice doing things around the house, plenty of opportunities to stay home and find things to do. We've got lots of things around the property and around the house and around the yard that we can keep ourselves busy with. But it still is difficult. And I think that's in part because of our culture. The way that our culture separates our families, giving something for someone and everyone to do. You've got ball teams for this kid and dance practice for that kid, and work and meetings and clubs for grown-ups in this class for that character, and it just becomes so busy that we're not used to or not able to just be still and stay at home. other churches have adopted this policy of tearing apart the family. You know, we've got church for the grown-ups and church for the teens and church for the kids and children's church and Sunday school for the 4-year-olds and Sunday school for the 4th graders and Sunday school for the young adults and the old adults. And there's nothing wrong with teaching people on their own level and in a way that they can learn and in a way that they can understand. But there's also something else to be said about being together as a unit, as a family. It's not good for us to be alone. When God created us, He created us as a unit. He created man, and He looked down and He said, it is not good for man to be alone. And He created woman. And He created woman for man, because man needed a helper. Man needed someone to come along beside him, to keep him straight, to bounce things off of, to communicate with, to share ideas with, to share creativity with and passions with. And yet, this world is so bent on tearing us all apart, separating us. I think that's because it knows that a unit is much harder to break than an individual. So we've been talking with our kids about looking for opportunities to find good in bad situations. And one of the things that my kids brought out made my heart happy is that they said, well, more families are going to be able to spend time together. It made me happy that they valued the time that we get to spend together. They valued the time that we get to be together and do things and learn from each other and encourage each other. But it also occurred to me that many families are not going to be able to accomplish that. Many families aren't going to be able to enjoy each other. They're going to end up fighting, bickering, arguing, getting on each other's nerves, resorting to violence, resorting to hateful speech. It makes my heart hurt for the people around me that may be struggling with a difficult family life and a difficult family situation. I care very much about that. I care very much about them. And I hope, I pray that this pandemic, this crazy virus, this crazy time that we're living in, all this stuff that's going on around us, can slow people down enough, can remove enough distractions, can force people to step back and look at their lives and see where they have an opportunity to do better, where they have an opportunity to grow, where they have an opportunity to learn to love someone apart from themselves. To learn someone when you can't get the things that you want, you can't get the things that you need. Love someone anyways. Hope that people can learn to make the best out of a bad situation. Learn a new skill. Be a little bit more you guys are staying safe. I hope that you guys are only going out when it's absolutely necessary. I hope that you guys are taking this seriously. I know that it's not something that is dangerous to everyone, and it's possible that it's fine if you catch it. But I think that we can all acknowledge that it is a seriousness, or a serious enough event, that if we could all work together, get over our own selves, our own insecurities, our own discomforts for just a little bit longer, we're going to pull through it. We will pull through it no matter what. So I hope that you guys can stay safe. I hope that you can be careful out there. Try to learn a new skill, pick up a new hobby or an old hobby that you've not been able to do in a while. Learn how to love your loved ones just a little bit better.